It's Spacey Sims, and we're back with more Love Spell, and hopefully we don't get Origin popping up, fucking up her shit again, but who the hell knows? Anyway, so we are just continuing Marcello's route. I did say that right? I was just not really paying attention to what I was doing when I started my intro. I said Love Spell and Marcello's route, and I didn't say we're back with more Marcello, did I? I don't know. You know what? I'm not with it. So this'll be fun. Anyway, you know the deal. You know what you're here for, and you know where we are, because we're on this title card. So anyway, hopping in. That's right. He threw us over our shoulder and carried us off into the night. I'm taken aback as I stare at the gates of a beautiful manor. Several suited guards bow in Marcello's direction as he walks in through the gates and towards the grandiose establishment. Bushes wearing hats. Whoa! Is this where you live? Nah, this is more of a temporary overseas headquarters. Now, come on already and quit gawking, would you? His voice is different this time. It's gonna be different every time. Just suck it up. That is perfect. There you go. As we walk in through the main entrance, a familiar face greets us. Welcome back. And that was a rather quick return. I trust you were met with good fortune. Well, I don't know if good fortune is the word to use here, but I definitely found something of interest. I don't know. Every line is different with... I don't know. I'm sorry. He deserves better than me, okay? He's saying something in Italian and I don't know how to pronounce that, so... I should report that while you were gone, I also... I peek out from behind Marcella's back as I watch Valentino suddenly stop and shoot me a smile. Scusami, I'm assuming is like, that's excuse me, I know that, but I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, pardon my manners. It's good to see you again. I welcome you to our humble abode. I'm sorry, I'm just skipping the Italian. Because I don't want to look like a dumbass. Alright? Me tries to pronounce Japanese. Doesn't do it right all the time, but I can at least... pronounce that better than I can Italian. Just saying. Humble? What about this place is humble? Hello there, Mr. This is Valentino, butler of sorts. We go back a long time and he's my right-hand man. If you need anything, just ask him. Yeah, he's gonna take me for a nice long walk off a short pier, I imagine. See, and I'm trying... That came out with a way wrong accent. Anyway, I'll do everything in my power to grant your requests. You need only ask. Oh, I see. Thank you, Mr. Valentino. I can feel my tension ease away slightly as I watch Valentino shoot me a friendly smile and a nod. I shyly nod back. Also, see, he's being very nice. Shady. As we walk together down the long, winding halls of the manor, I can't help but be taken aback at the dozens of suited men that respectfully greet Marcello and bow as he passes by. Whoa! They all treat him like he's royalty or something. Is this big oaf really that important? I love how she hasn't kind of figured out that she's in the Italian mafia. Marcello opens the door to a beautiful room as he momentarily pauses and turns back towards me. Oh, I remember what happens in this chapter. Hold on. Well, what do you think of this room? Is it big enough for you? Big enough? This bedroom might be bigger than my whole apartment. I'm momentarily lost in wonder as I stare at the ornately designed and decorated room. Marcello shoots me a prideful smirk, seemingly satisfied with my reaction, as he motions towards the room. Good. Settles it then. This'll be your room. He's got a hand on his shoulder. Should you need anything, just ring that bell over there and someone will come over immediately. Flowers in the painting. What? No way! There's room service too? Sweet! I can't believe... Wait. I blankly look up at Marcello, who simply stares at me. I kind of like how she's a little fucking goofy in this road. She's like, oh my god, this is... Wait a minute! What do you mean this is my room? I can't stay here. I have a home. Marcelo chuckles as he pulls out the crumbled red envelope and tosses it into a nearby trash can. I mean, not really. Not anymore, you don't. You got evicted, remember? What? What are you talking about? I told you I was going to talk to my landlady, and besides, I can't just stay here. Why not? Because I can't just live with you. I don't even know you. But I love how momentarily she was like, this place is fucking sweet, and oh my god, there's cable, and they have HBO. Wait a minute, I can't live here. Wait, what? Oh, that's so good. You're my employee now, aren't you? Consider moving in as one of the temporary job duties. Employee? But my thoughts linger back to earlier in the day. He's really in love with us, because like a normal mafioso would have probably whacked us after we were like, you're a horrible man, and we'd be dead. We'd be wearing cement shoes. You like shoes? I love shoes. Try these on. They feel very heavy. Here. See how heavy they are when I toss you in the fucking harbor. I reach for my pocket and throw the check at him. I don't want anything to do with you! Or any of these killers. Leave me alone or I'll call the police. Got it? I was just having fun being slightly melodramatic. I bite my lip as I look down towards my feet. So can I get that $200,000 check back then? God, I can't believe I threw away a $200,000 check. I could have bought so many anime figurines with that. Girl has got her priorities fucking straight. Look, the reason my bills get paid is because they're all on auto pay, okay? It's just because I just don't want to have to think about it. Anyway, I shake my head of thoughts as I look up at Marcelo. I feel like it should have been like, I shake my head of those thoughts. I mean, you could shake your head of thoughts as you, but it just sounds weird, but I don't know if I can work here after what I saw today. I appreciate you saving me earlier, but I don't think something in this line of work is for me, and... Sorry to burst your bubble, princess, but I'm afraid you no longer have much of a choice. Huh? What do you mean by that? Marcelo narrows his eyes at the ground before slowly looking up to lock eyes with me. He digs into his suit pocket and takes out the lion pin from before. The cold, hard truth is that you're being targeted, Spacey. That man from earlier was sent by someone. I'm sure your sudden eviction was also set up by this same person as well. Targeted? By who? All I did was be late on a rent payment! I still pay my taxes and... I'm pretty sure it's because you were seen with me. Sorry, I was careless. I thought being far overseas would allow me some leeway, but guess I was dead wrong. Whoa! Wait, hold on! Time out! I'm being targeted because I was seen with you? I was barely with you for a few hours! Just... Who are you? Marcelo narrows his eyes at me as he begins to turn around. That's not something you need to concern yourself with. I think we can guess. But it is what it is. Just stay quiet, work here, and before long, you'll be back home with enough money to solve all your financial problems, alright? Everyone's happy. Everyone's safe. Before I'm given a chance to protest, Marcelo walks out and closes the door. Okay, so like, I'm just gonna stop for a second, right? This is how you do the kind of imprisonment right. Because he's like, you need to stay here so I can protect you. Here's a really nice fucking room. Just be careful. Okay, cool. Awesome. Not, I need to protect you. I'm gonna lock your ass in a cage. The fuck you think you're doing, Toma? But see? But in a way, Marcelo's like, I need to protect you. You're stuck here now. But he's, oh no! Look, I moved and I've lost my hat 9 minutes in! Oh, I'm so mad at myself! Oh, I'm so mad! Fuck! Oh, we lost this so much faster, and this was my fault. I can't blame Origin this time. Man! I like my hat! I'm so sad that if you scroll off the window, it disappears. Makes me sad. Anyway, I mean, obviously he's not keeping us prisoner, but it's that top level theme. I need to protect you. You need to stay here. And the difference is, here's a nice, awesome room and like room service and like it'll be cool. We'll protect you. Like literally, because people are trying to kill me. Not like in Toma's case. I just think you're too dumb to function. So I'm just saying, this is how it's done right if you want to like technically lock me in your house. So I don't know why I just thought of that. I didn't think of it the first time I was playing, but I'm like, see, I'd much rather be like protected and kept here. And this is, again, because I kind of need it in this situation. It is his fault, but I need to be protected because people are going to kill me versus, well, I don't know if you can function on your own, Spacey. You shut up, Toma. We're always going to throw him under the bus. It's just because he was the first one that we loathe. I think there are others I loathe more than him now, but anyway. Before I'm given a chance to protest, Marcelo walks out and closes the door. Locks it. I'm just kidding. I can only stare at the lavish room in front of me as I inadvertently gulp. I'm like a prisoner here. Something tells me I just jumped out of the frying pan and into the fire. What on earth have I gotten myself into this time? I miss my hat. About an hour or so later... So yummy! I haven't had food this good in ages! I lick my fingers clean as I finish off my 5th steak platter. Can I, get you anything else for the night? That's all for now. Sorry to make you take so many trips. Send my compliments to the chef. Oh, wait. Can you bring me up a dessert menu later? Thanks. Yeah, of course. Mamma mia. I have like a lobster and everything. As my suited attendant leaves, I rub my full belly in complete satisfaction and plop myself down onto the bed. Man, I wish I could eat that much without having to, like, not eat again for the next 6 years to lose the 32 pounds I gained in one night. This mattress feels like a cloud. You know, maybe this isn't so bad after all. Way better living in the lap of luxury than out on the street. See? This is better than a cage. My thoughts linger to Marcelo as I hug my extra soft pillow. The guy's definitely suspicious, but the people around here seem to really respect him. I wonder who he is. He's also totally loaded by the looks of it. Wait, what if he's like overseas royalty or something? After a few moments, I can't help but snort at the mental image of Marcelo in tights, riding on a giant white horse. I wish we had a CG of that shit. Yeah, right. As if a prince would behave like a caveman. But I guess he doesn't seem like that bad of a guy. Suddenly, my thoughts shift to this morning, and I recall his rage-filled face. I can't help but clutch my pillow harder as I frown. No, I can't just be so laid back about this whole situation. You know there's definitely something weird going on here. He said he owns a big business overseas. Maybe I should try looking him up and learning more about this guy. I grab my phone and I type into the search bar. After almost half an hour later of intensive yet fruitless searching, I can't help but frown. That's weird. There's literally nothing on this guy. He's not coming up in any searches whatsoever. And the few pages that do have records of his name all lead to dead links. The pages were taken down or something. It's almost like he doesn't exist. I can't help but swallow hard as I spot several suited men patrolling the area outside from my window. I got a bad feeling about all this. My thoughts are interrupted by a foul smell as I scrunch up my nose. Oh God, what is that? It smells awful! I sniff the bed and around the room before I slowly grab my shirt and sniff it. Oh jeez, it's me! I reek! Have you ever had that? Like, if you ever, like, you wore your shirt a couple of times and you didn't wash it and you don't realize, and all of a sudden you're like, what the fuck? Oh God! Oh! What the hell? She's so relatable. It's just like... You just, all of a sudden, you're like, wait, something smells weird. Then you smell your armpit. You're like, have I not put deodorant on the entire year? The fuck? It's worse if you're at, like, work or you're anywhere else in public and you smell something funky and you're like, fuck, is that me? And you think it's you and then you're sniffing yourself and it's not you, but you still don't know. You're like, is it me? Am I just nose blind to my own funk? And you're just paranoid. I swear to God. Or like God wearing high heels all day at work. Take that shit off. Oh my God, feet stink. Okay? I'm sorry. It's like too much information. Sometimes foot sweat is just on a, like, stinky, okay? Can't help it. Anyway. I haven't been able to shower since yesterday morning. I don't have any extra clothes. But wait. I mean, a place as lavish as this has gotta have a washing machine, right? Maybe I can just ask if I can use it really quick. As the foul smell infiltrates my senses again, I cover my nose as I run towards the door. Oh, first things first, I need a bath. Okay, there are two things that happen in this chapter. This one I wasn't sure, but there is one that I think happens in this chapter. Maybe it's the next one, but it'll be in this part, and I was excited about that. This is also fucking exciting and kind of funny. I flail my arms in the air as nearby employees of the manor turn to look at me. I motion them away while I cover my nose. Ugh, this place is a total maze. Where's the freaking bathroom? Good evening. Is there anything I can... Don't get near me! I beg your pardon? Where's the bathroom in this place? Well, there's 7 in total, but I believe the nearest one is right around that corner. But I'm afraid that's the men's. Right around the corner! Got it, thanks! Wait, that's... Why would... Okay, first of all, Valentino, I'm just gonna... Time out here. I understand why you did this, but at the same time... Where's a bathroom? Well, right around the corner there's one, but you can't use that one. And then down the hall there's one. Well, tell me where the one is. I'm clearly asking because I need a bathroom, like, well, to clean myself, or to pee. You'd think you'd tell me where the one is that I can use. But did you? No. Did I ask you to literally walk me through a map of every bathroom? No. I need a bathroom. Point me to the closest one I can use, Valentino. For fuck's sake. Bro, what happens now is your fault. I like the romantic music. The music in this is so good. I stare in awe at the immense and lavish bathroom before me. Holy crap! Is this a bathroom or a shopping mall? Like, there's like the little seats you can... I eye a large velvet bathrobe on the door and smile in relief. Great, I can wear this while I locate the washing machine after and... Oh God, there's that smell again! Seriously, did I step in dog poop or something? After locking the doors and cautiously looking around, I begin to take my clothes off and slide into the nearest glass shower. It's like a multi-person bathroom, which is just weird. Steam fills in the air as I quickly wash myself with warm water. Is this place so big there's an echo in here? It almost sounds like there's 2 showers running. You know what's happening, don't you? With Valentino being like, it's the men's bolting. Oh, there's 2 showers in here. There's a robe on the door. Oh, God. We know what's happening. And you're like, oh, God, girl, no. But at the same time, you're like, yes, I live for this shit. This is amazing and I love it. I wash up quickly before I grab a nearby towel and wrap my body in it. As I exit the glass shower, I peek over at the door, but the bathrobe from before is gone. Huh? Where's the... Valentino, is that you? Could you grab me the hairdryer? I feel my heart slam in my chest at Marcello's looming voice. I quickly tug the towel tighter around my frame as I peek around a corner to see a large man's sculpted, naked back. We peepin'! Oh my God! Muscles? I'm speechless as I can't help but stare at the very masculine physique through the steam. She's getting an eyeful of his booty. I know that's what she's doing. When Marcello flexes slightly, I can feel red hues creep onto my face. Damn, that's one nice butt. I forgot she actually did say that. Oh, right, I should probably get out of here before he sees me. As the steam clears up more, I can make out the large design of a red dragon tattoo winding up and down Marcello's entire back. I should have taken a breath to finish that sentence, I'm sorry. My eyes widen as I also notice an array of old cuts and scars also decorating his back. But before I can oogle longer at his physique, I watch as Marcello slowly slips on the velvet bathrobe from earlier, and he begins to turn his head. I love it. Look at his hair gloriously flowing everywhere. Valentino, did you hear me? Also, game. How inappropriate. This goes like way down. You can almost say everything. He is naked and he's almost flapping his twig and berries on us. Charged he is. The first time I noticed, I was like, he really isn't wearing anything. You can almost see it all. Game. Oh. Wait! Don't turn around! Not Valentino! But I like how he does the... CG's great. The towel is just like, now here. Just there, so that you don't get an eyeful. I think she's like embarrassed, but look at him, he's like, well, hello. It's so good. It's still funny the second time around. Marcello turns around wide-eyed as I clutch my towel closer to me. It's doing it the second time around, it's still fucking fun. Because it's still funny. It's just not, it's a little bit less funny because you don't have my initial reaction of like, oh Jesus! But like, because I know what's coming. But it's still fucking amazing. Still funny. Spacey? What the hell are you doing here? This is the men's bathroom. Men's bathroom? This place has designated bathrooms? God, woman. Don't tell me you didn't see the sign outside. Okay, it's just me in here right now. Maybe I was hoping. No. Unless, maybe that's what you wanted. Maybe. As Marcello takes a step towards me with a smirk, the bathrobe opens slightly and I cover my tomato-colored face. He's doing it on purpose, the little whore. I love it. Ah! Stop! Don't come closer! Okay, just stop screeching, would ya? He's just standing there with the bathrobe wide open, flapping in the breeze. I sit on my bed with an angry pout on my face as I watch Marcello enter the room with my newly washed clothes. I shoot him a glare as he motions them towards me. We're glaring at him! We're the one who walked in on him naked and he's just like, hope you got an eyeful. You like what you see? See? This is what I like. This is what I'm talking about. Anytime I play, I know it's different in the Japanese Otome games. I expect there to be some embarrassment like this. Like hers like, oh my god, don't look at him. Oh my god, cover yourself up. Meanwhile, she's like, totally embarrassed. Kind of enjoying this. Totally embarrassed, though. That's so normal. But like, there's not even as much embarrassment in this scenario for her as there is in a like Japanese Otome game with, we've been married for 6 years. Oh my god, but he kissed me. Oh, and it's like, oh, good god. Stop being so fucking overly dainty. Like, this is what I need. The MCs who were like this, who were like, oh my god, he's butt naked. But like, hi, look at that ass. Ah, but no, don't look. Like, because reality, we'd all be like that. You'd be like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. But like, oh my god, put it away, dude. Put it away. Like, you might enjoy a little bit of the view, but you'd still be embarrassed. You know, it's a good balance. It's more real than like, oh my god, don't look at me. You smiled at me and I'm embarrassed now. We've had sex 14 times. But it's embarrassing! Like, after the first time, maybe, but like, after 6 years, stop being embarrassed by it. You got some problems. Anyway. Stop glaring pinks. I know you enjoyed the view. A little bit. Oh, as if! Just get out already! Marcello laughs as he leaves the room. I attempt to fan my still cherry-colored face as the image of rippling muscles returns to my mind.
You lie! That was That's one nice butt.
This is what I was remembering happening. Seriously, it looks so perky, but yet so toned and... I stop mid-sentence as I look down at the voice. A small, round, pink penguin looks up at me from the floor and blinks back at me.
Eee, what a hunk, right, master?
I remember meeting Philia. I forgot that the bathroom scene happened in this one, but I remember Philia and I was like, yay, I'm so excited. I love it when she shows up. I also love this every time. Our, the fuck is happening face. I love that face on her. It's fucking hilarious. It's my favorite. Ah! Ah! And we both scream at each other. I breathe heavily as I press my back against the door. It's one thing that is like this introduction. We always scream at Philia and Philia screams back at us. She also does the penguin remark in all of them, and it is just my fucking favorite. That one little consistency I fucking love. I just love it. I actually look forward to it, and all the routes like, oh, I look forward to this. It's funny. I stare at the scared-looking penguin before me as she points accusingly at me.
Why are you screaming?
'Cause you're talking! Why are you talking? You're a penguin! What's a penguin even doing here? I scream again as the penguin takes another step closer to me. Ah! Stay back! Suddenly the door to my room opens and I fall backwards onto someone's chest. I look up to see a really annoyed-looking Marcello's face as his eye twitches. Why the hell do you keep screaming? It's late. People are trying to get some damn sleep. There's a talking penguin in here, okay? You'd be screaming too. Talking what? I turn to point at the penguin only to realize it's vanished. Bird! I slowly pan around the room and glance sheepishly at an annoyed Marcello. What? Don't scream.
Just because I'm screaming doesn't mean you scream. You're not reading this, are you? You want to play Philia? I don't want you to play Philia. You want to play Spacey? You want to read her parts? Okay. When it's time to scream again, I'll call you, okay?
He was here just a second ago. I swear.
No, we're not scream time.
Look, I get it. It's been a rough day for you, all right? Why don't you try and get some sleep? I grasp when Marcello begins to turn around and I can see the penguin has attached herself to his ponytail. I can only watch as she snuggles into his hair as if it were a nest.
He smells like strawberries.
I gulp and reach to tug Marcello's sleeve. Marcello, wait, What? Need me to chase the monsters out from under the bed and tuck you in too? Huh. Night, princess. Try and get some rest. I can only watch in disbelief as Marcello leaves my room with a pink, talking penguin nestled into his hair. You know what? I'm not even going to question it anymore. I'm just going to go to sleep. The next morning, the sound of birds chirping outside rustles me out of my sleep. The sound of birds screaming in my apartment rustles me out of my sleep. I slowly open my eyes to see morning rays of light creeping in through the blinds of my window. Suddenly, I jolt slightly as I take in the foreign scenery around me. Oh wait, that's right. It wasn't some ridiculous dream. Yesterday actually happened. I stifle a yawn as I stretch into my cloud-like bed. A satisfied smile finds its way onto my face as I hug the soft pillows closer. Well, at least I was able to get a decent night's sleep for once. Maybe a couple more minutes wouldn't hurt. Oh. Just as I get comfortable under the sheets again, I freeze when I swear I can make out the faint sound of breathing. I nervously open my eyes as I hear it continue. I whip my head around to see a small head quickly duck under the side of my bed. Hello? I forgot about this too in this chapter. Freeze! What's Forfante? Is that what it is? I don't know how to pronounce that, but there you go. That's what it is. I yelp as a small boy jumps onto my bed and points a black gun into my face. can see them, or I'll shoot! What? Oh my god! Don't shoot! I quickly throw my hands up in the air as a small boy narrows his eyes at me. They like fucking arm everyone here. I came into this country and they gave me a gun. You came in through Texas? Yeah, that's what they do. Identify yourself! Persona sospechosa. I think it's supposed to be suspect. Suspect person. I'm gonna guess. Just based on the attitude here. I don't speak Italian. Okay, we've said this a million times. Or face the wrath of Il Drago Rosso. Who are you? What are you doing here? Suddenly the door to my room opens to reveal Marcello. Rise and shine, princess. Breakfast is ready. Marcello, help me! This kid broke in and he has a gun! He's crazy! What? Nuh-uh. You're the crazy one and you're the one who broke in. And hey! I said hands up or I'll shoot! Yeah! Don't shoot! Marcello merely stares at the both of us for a few seconds before he throws his head back in roaring laughter. So this is where you went, Tito. I was wondering where you ran off to. Marcello, stand back! I'll take care of this criminal! Criminal? No one pointing a gun at an innocent person, you little twerp! Abbastanza? Whatever. It's time to end you, villain! People need to stop speaking Italian in this one. That's my only complaint here. I get it. It's absolutely to help you, to personalize the characters, but I can't speak Italian, so it makes me feel dumb, because I can't read half of what they're saying. Anyway, I scream and squeeze my eyes shut as I watch him pull the trigger. It does absolutely, give them slightly more personality to, have it sprinkled in. Absolutely. But it's just hard for me to read. So, I just feel dumb because I don't know Italian. After a few silent seconds, I open my eyes, confused, only to see bubbles coming out of the gun. Boom, boom! Well, I know Morto is probably dead, but... The small boy runs to Marcello and bows before grinning. All clear! The evil's been defeated, boss! Yeah, excellent work, Tito. They were definitely a terrible threat to society with all that horrible screeching and... Excuse me? I'm right here! Marcello bursts out laughing at my crazed expression as he picks up the small boy. Relax. We were just having some fun. Right, Tito? No, I was protecting everyone from the crazy lady, sir. This little runt. Marcello lets out another roaring laugh as he ruffles Tito's hair. My eyes soften as I watch Tito stare at Marcello with twinkling eyes as he puts him down. Boss, if you have time today, can I train with you? I'll see if I can make some time later, alright? I'll head downstairs. Breakfast is being served. Sir, yes, sir! I can't help but crack a smile as I watch the young boy excitedly run out of the room and down the hall. I look up towards Marcello and shoot him a small laugh. What should I say? One of your underlings, okay, when I played this the first time, I was literally like, I hope this is not his fucking son, because, even though, he's treating Tito already, you can tell, little kid, you know what I mean? And you're like, okay, you got the dad vibe going on right now, which is, look, guys who are good dads are kind of hot, but I don't like kids, so that's not, you know what I mean? So you've got that one mentality where you're like, such a good dad, that's so cute and hot, it's kind of hot. But then you're like, but I hate kids, so it's kind of almost a turn-off at the same time. It's a fucking weird thing. So I was like, it better not be your kid, because I don't want to be a mom. Even though, in essence, he's kind of almost like his kid. It's you'll see. But I was like, I'm not going to go father like son. Plus, he called him boss. He wouldn't call him boss if it was his kid, right? That was my assumption, so. Not that it matters. Again, choices don't really matter. It just changed the conversation. But even now, I'm still not going to presume child, because I don't want to accidentally click it and it wills it so. And then the whole game has changed. Wait a minute. Obviously I know that wouldn't happen, but... One of your notorious underlings, I presume? Good way to put it, I suppose. His name's Tito. His dad worked for me and he passed recently. Doesn't really have anyone else around, so I'm looking after him for the time being. See, so it's not really his son, but he's basically like, almost like adoptive father, kinda. I take care of him, so he's kinda like your not kid. Well, enough about that, though. Get dressed and come downstairs. Your official first day on the job starts today. I hope you're ready. I'm ready for all the dictations you're gonna throw me. What? No? Not yet? No? Okay, we'll wait for it. Dancing with danger. We're only on chapter 4. We don't get the sexy scene till like chapter 7. I take a deep breath to calm my nerves, but I immediately regret it when the strong smell of alcohol and tobacco overwhelms my senses. I remember this one too. Ugh, reeks in here. It's a strip club in the shadiest part of town, Pinks. What'd you expect it to smell like? Magnolias or something? I expect it to fucking smell like body glitter. And like... body glitter. Like... sweat and body glitter, I guess, you know? As well, body glitter, it's just glitter. I just expect everything to be I expect to walk out of here covered in more glitter than I walked in here in. And that's saying something, because there's always glitter somewhere. I swallow hard as I walk into a cramped underground nightclub in tow with Marcello and several of his suited bodyguards. I remember this, and the choice in this chapter is fucking fun. Loud music blares as I watch scantily clad women dance and undress on metal poles around the room. I can't help but scowl in disgust as I watch men slobbering and throwing cash in their direction. What? Strippers aren't your thing? From what I saw yesterday in the bath, I'd say you'd make a great one. Charming. Thanks, but no thanks? I'd like to make a living with my clothes on. Huh, shame. Oh well. To each their own, I suppose. It's all fun and games until the women start going, oh yeah, you look real good in a fucking banana hammock swinging on a pole, baby. Woo, yeah. Throwing dollar bills at you, okay? Treating you like shit. Look. That's why you can make those jokes, big man. Then he's gonna go cry. This is so mean, right? Yeah, okay, because you can't handle it. I can't help but grow more and more annoyed as we walk further into the nightclub. Obviously, you can tell she's more annoyed with like, okay, so there's this woman dancing, and then these guys are acting like gross. That's what's gross about it. Like, ew, stop drooling all. They're gonna slip on that. That's gross. My thoughts linger back to a previous conversation from earlier this morning. See, that's why you bring your lady friends to the strip clubs with you. You get more attention, first of all, and then the poor stripper has someone to talk to, or like a human being. Like she deserves to be spoken to, thank you very much. I mean, I know she's dancing for you to enjoy her nakedness, but like she's still a person. Okay. I block Marcella's path as I shoot him a look. So, what is it exactly that you do again? And why can't I find any information on your business online? Marcello rolls his eyes as he shoots me an unimpressed look. Good grief, this again? Didn't I say you didn't need to know? Why do you ask so many questions anyways? I'm still paying you a ton of money, aren't I? Yes, and the less I know the better, plausible deniability. Just saying. That may be so, but I can't do my job properly like this. I have questions and I think I deserve answers. Shh, girl, you're gonna go to jail, don't. Like, why are there so many suited men around you all the time? And exactly just what kind of business do you run? And why do people keep threatening me? And why are there designated bathrooms? Marcelo growls in anger as he gives me a pointed glare. He briskly marches towards me and corners me against a wall. This is my favorite scenario. My heart inexplicably begins to race as he leans in ever closer. Pinned against a wall. Hi. I'll stop asking questions if you keep doing that. I can hear annoyance lace his tone. Alright, getting real tired of this shit. Listen up, because I'm only going to say this once. Stop trying to stick your nose in places it doesn't belong, or you might just end up on the other side of a tombstone. Got that? Tombstone? Like the frozen pizza? Understanding the message loud and clear, I drop my eyes silently and subtly hug myself as a shiver runs down my spine. After a few moments, Marcelo looks down at me and lets out a deep sigh. He releases me and tears his hand through his hair as he turns around. Listen, all you need to know right now is that my men and I are gathering information in this town, alright? We're looking for clues in a certain event that happened, and well, you're a local, so we could definitely use your help. And you'll be well compensated, and... Marcelo approaches me again, but this time his tone is gentle. His eyes glint in guilt as I hug myself closer and avoid eye contact. And avoid eye contact instinctively as he grows closer to me. He reaches out his finger, slowly lifting my chin to look at him. I can feel my cheeks heat up inexplicably as I stare into his softened amber eyes. Except for he's not really looking at you, he's always looking off to the side. And as long as you stay near me, I promise you'll be safe. I give you my word. I'll protect you. So, I think you can trust me on this one. Just this once. If I keep asking questions, are you going to push me up against walls? Because I like it. What? Nothing. I'm taken aback by his words, but I feel a radiating honesty from them. I think back on how he saved me last night, and I can't help but bite my lip. Alright, I'll place my trust in you, if only for a while longer. There we go. Huh. You know you're pretty cute when you're not screaming like a damn banshee all the time. Excuse me? How rude! Who are you calling a banshee, you big oaf? If I'm a banshee, you're like a crazed, moody, violent gorilla or something. Why, you little... Well, this crazed, moody, violent gorilla is the one who's going to be signing your paychecks, so I better hear some respect, got that? You wish! They're so funny. I can't help but whine childishly as I turn to Marcelo. I just don't understand why I'm even here. It's not like I even know what kind of information you guys are looking for. Oh? You forget that you're being targeted? Or would you have preferred I left you in a big strange manor with no one around? Might as well dress you up in gift wrap and slap a ribbon on your head at that point. I could have stayed with Valentino. My butler isn't your babysitter. Now be quiet and keep walking. I won't be here long anyway. I growl in annoyance, but know that I can't argue more. He's got like 1 million people working for him. He took them all with him to the strip club. That's a tightly packed strip club is all I'm saying. Jesus. As we make our way through the crowd, I spot 2 half-naked women appear and saunter over to Marcelo. Hey, handsome. Want to have some fun tonight? You're such a big guy. I bet I know what else is big, too. Wow. I can't believe she actually just said that out loud. Also, is this a strip club or a whorehouse? Because usually it's like, don't touch the dancers. Throw your money on the table and don't touch them. And it doesn't matter how big your dick is because it ain't coming out. I guess this is a different kind of strip club. They're like, they do some under-the-table services, I guess. I glance up at Marcelo's face and I can't help but frown further as an amused, prideful grin dances on his lips. Plays or dances. Your choice. Pick one. Oh, I'd love to play with you lovely ladies all night long, but unfortunately I'm on a job tonight. Maybe next time. Aw, don't say that, handsome. I'm sure we can make you reconsider. Yeah, maybe you just need a little taste of what you're in for. I can't contain my gasp, but one of the strippers throws her arms around Marcelo and pulls him into a heated kiss. I immediately glance over at several of his suited bodyguards behind us, expecting them to leap into action. But they just swallow nervously and avert their eyes. The stripper pulls away seductively as Marcelo chuckles deeply, his hand resting on her waist. My eye twitches angrily as I ball my hands into fists. I mean, especially because he showed up and there's a woman with him. Okay. Like, look. Not begrudging the stripper being like, hey, want a lap dance? Trying to make some money. That's her fucking job. She's at work. She's working, okay? But a man shows up with a woman and you shove your tongue down his throat? Girl. Girl! Girl. That is not part of the job. The other stripper giggles as she attempts to join in the fun, but... What should I do? Scare them away. Slap Marcelo. Scream. Just scream. I kind of want to do all of these, but what I did the first time, and what I'm gonna do this time, still again because it was fucking fun, is we're gonna slap Marcello. Oh, how could you? On our 5th wedding anniversary? I yell as I land a clean, crisp slap across Marcello's face. I watch as the strippers gasp and several of Marcello's suited bodyguards freak out amongst each other. They're like, what do we do? Is that your wife? How could you bring your wife to a place like this? Wow, on your wedding anniversary? That's a new kind of low. I grin as the strippers scoff and walk away, shooting Marcello ugly looks. So, like, whatever the conversation would have been, they probably would have ended up being like, wow, you're low, bro. And then, like, but slapping him was the really fun part. Look, I know I did it the first time, and I'm doing it again because it was still that much fun. Marcello stares back at me dumbfounded as he holds his cheek. I cross my arms as I shoot him a smile. You okay, boss? What the hell was that for? 5th wedding anniversary? What kind of bullshit? Well, well, well. If it isn't the Dragon Prince himself, along with his little posse. Some dude, I don't know. Our banter is interrupted by a small, stout man walking towards us. I notice Marcello's expression immediately changes as he shoots the man a knowing look. Ah, Mr. Lombardi, the man of the hour. So glad we finally found you. I believe I was the one who found you, Mr. DiNucci. Come, let us speak in my private booth. Mr. Lombardi eyes me up and down as if I were a prized piece of meat. Oh, as if I were a piece of meat, not a prized one, just a piece of meat, on sale, and he licks his lips. I was just adding. Please, please, bring your friend too. I feel like he would have been the type, bring your lady friend too. Are you insinuating I'm not a lady, sir, the way you said lady? Bastard. I can't help but shudder as I can feel a lecherous gaze on me from across the table. Mr. Lombardi sits next to 2 of his men as he twirls ice in his glass. Marcello chugs the remains in his own glass before he slams it down on the table. Well, let's cut to the point, shall we? My sources say you were one of the last people to come into contact with Don Nucci before the accident. What can you tell me about what happened that night? Mr. Lombardi leans his head back in coy laughter as he pours more whiskey into Marcello's empty glass. My, so serious and straight to the point, aren't we? Just like your father was. My condolences, by the way. Don Nucci was a great man, and an even greater business partner. It's a shame we lost him so soon. Father? Marcello stares at the ice in his glass for a few moments before tearing his gaze up. And she's like, his first name was Don? No, he was the Don. Girl, this is where you should be putting the pieces together and realize you're in the Mafia now. Enough. Tell me what you know, Lombardi. Well, there's not much to tell. The night before the ship was set to sail, I was serving your father and extending some of my men to help load the cargo. Unfortunately, I can't tell you about much after the time they left port, but I can show you something that should point you in a clearer direction. Show me, you say? Show me, you say? Mr. Lombardi chuckles as he leans back into the couch. He swirls the ice around in his glass as he looks back up to Marcello with a cocky smile. Oh, my dear Marcello, you have much yet to learn if you wish to fill your father's shoes. Nothing in this world is a secret for too long, and as long as you're willing to pay the correct price, I can show you anything. Marcello sits back in his chair while narrowing his eyes at Mr. Lombardi. And then name your price. Oh, it's not terribly expensive. I do have compassion for your for your rather unfortunate situation, with the sudden loss of your father and all the members of Dragoon. Oh, it's woeful. Can only imagine what you must be going through. My poor, poor Marcello. Marcello's eye twitches as he glares down daggers at the smirking man in front of him, who merely takes a sip from his glass. Enough with the bullshit and tell me what you want, Lombardi. Mr. Lombardi chuckles darkly under his breath as he sets down the glass and looks at me with a grin.
Well, I want that girl standing beside you. That's all.
What? Mr. Lombardi eyes me up and down as he licks his lip, and I can't help but scowl. I do not get paid enough for this.
Well, what do you say? Do we have an agreement? I'm cutting you quite a deal here, really. You know my information doesn't come cheap.
This hurts my throat so bad. Marcello, tell him to screw off! Fine, she's yours. What? I gawk, but Marcello keeps his eyes focused on Lombardi. But I want the information first.
Ha! You take me for a fool. That's not how things work down here, Marcello, and you know that. Hand over the girl, and then I'll give you what you want.
Mr. Lombardi motions towards his men, and I yelp as they attempt to grab me. Marcello motions towards his men, and they intervene. That's not happening.
Well, you see, little dragon, I'm afraid I wasn't asking.
I gasp as Mr. Lombardi reaches into his coat and pulls out a gun, pointing it straight at Marcello. Marcello doesn't even flinch as he merely glares daggers at the man. Marcello's guards attempt to move, but he stops them with a simple lift of a hand.
Hand over the girl or I'll blow your brains out right here, and you can join your dear father in the depths of hell.
His voice hurts me. Why do you want her so much? You have your fair pick of women around you. Is it really just because you can't keep it in your pants?
Ah! Well, I suppose that's only half true. You see, there's already been a nice price posted for a pretty little head.
Price? On my head? Marcello's eyes darken as he stares at Lombardi. So then you were just bluffing this whole time? You don't even have any evidence at all, do you?
Oh, how dare you! I'm a man of my word. Of course I have evidence.
Before Lombardi can finish his sentence, Marcello grabs the entire glass table and flings it at him. Men around the room immediately swing into action as the sound of gunshots rings out across the room. I quickly hide behind a couch and cover my ears as I watch the men duke it out. Lombardi swings a swift kick, but Marcello grabs him and punches him in the stomach as he tumbles backwards.
You'll pay for that, you insolent whelp!
It doesn't take long before Marcello's men eventually overpower Lombardi's. Marcello steps on Lombardi's beaten face, pressing him further into the ground. Like, face on the rug that's now littered with fucking broken glass, digging into his cheek, blood pouring. I mean, come on, I've watched enough movies.
You'll pay for this, you dragon.
Well, what's it gonna be, Lombardi? The evidence or your life? Make your choice. I haven't got all night.
Fine!
Here! Found this on the port as the boat was leaving. Make of it what you will. Lombardi's hand shakes as he hands Marcello a small, familiar pin. The outline of a black lion with silver detailing shimmers in the room's light. Marcello steps off Lombardi as he scrutinizes the pin closely. So I was right. It is them. I gasp loudly as an arm suddenly pulls me back, and a knife is pointed at my throat. Marcello glares daggers at the goon who took me hostage as he shifts into a defensive stance. And let me guess, they're the same ones posting the price on her head too, right? I can't help but yelp as the man brings the blade closer to my neck. At the same time, Lombardi reaches into his shirt and pulls out another gun, pointing it at Marcello's back.
Ding, ding, ding! We have a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Marcello, look out! Just as Marcello turns around, 2 gunshots are heard. I immediately jump away as the man who was holding me falls to the floor, and Lombardi's hand lifelessly falls to the ground. Valentino stands in the doorway as he lowers both of his guns. Both of his guns? Double fisting. I'll give you props for that one. My apologies for my lateness, but I come bearing urgent news. The lions have finally started to move. Dun dun dun. Later that night, I let out a deep sigh as I stare out of the room's window. I watch as employees of the manor run about outside in a flurry. Even though it's the dead of night, the manor is alive and more awake than ever. Why? Why won't he just tell me the truth? My thoughts linger back to a conversation between me and Marcello earlier that night. Crazy little bird flying everywhere. My shaking is stronger than ever as I tug onto Marcello's sleeve. Ever since we left the nightclub, he hasn't spoken a single word to me. Marcello, please. Please, tell me what's going on. I have a right to know. Why do people keep coming after me? He stops and I look up at him, but he doesn't turn around. Marcello lets out a deep sigh. Fine. Slowly he turns to face me and my eyes widen. He wears an expression I've never seen before. I thought trying to keep you out of this as much as possible was the best way to keep you safe, but I see that's not much of an option at this point. I can only swallow hard at his intense tone. I stare at him expectantly before he shoots me a tired smile and ruffles my hair. I'll tell you tomorrow, Pinks. I promise. What? But it's late, and I still have some stuff to take care of. I told Tito not to bug you anymore so you can get some proper rest. Pretty sure you need it. Marcello ruffles my hair and says nothing more as he walks away. I let him go, but I can't help but bite my lip. You're not going to tell me anything, are you? I let out a deep sigh as I plop back on the soft bed and stare up at the ornate ceiling. After a few moments, I shoot back up. An idea pops into my mind as I look towards the door. I narrow my eyes. You know what? Forget this. Forget all of this. I'm just going home. I'm getting the heck out of here and I'm going back to my normal life. And no one's going to stop me.
Yeah, you tell him, sister!
My eyes widen at the familiar voice as I look up to see the round, pink penguin from before lying on my bed, stuffing mozzarella sticks in her mouth from a frozen bag. She sticks a frozen stick out at me before she grins. You again? So I'm not crazy. Or am I?
What? I don't know what these things are, but they're so tasty. I found them in the kitchen downstairs.
I'm good.
Oh, my name's Philia. I'm a messenger sent to guide you on your experience of true love. Nice to formally meet you, Master Spacey.
How do you know my name and why are you talking?
Oh boy. Okay, let me start from the beginning. Ahem.
I watch incredulously as the small penguin plops up on two flippers and waddles over to me.
Okay, so, do you remember how a few days ago you saved a sweet old woman while crossing the street?
Yeah?
Well, that old woman was actually the world's most powerful witch.
A witch?
Yep, and remember how she gave you a notebook and an extremely adorable-looking pen? Well, the notebook was actually a magic spell book with the ability to make anyone whose name you write in it fall in love with you.
What? Philia jumps up and suddenly claps a flipper over my mouth, motioning for me to be quiet.
Listen, Master, you really don't want to be too loud right now. The scary-looking people outside, yeah, they don't look too happy.
I shake her flipper off my mouth before I stare at her, dumbfounded. Philia merely pops another mozzarella stick into her beak as she continues.
Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, so you got a magical notebook and a pen, and then later that night you opened the notebook and cast the spell, and now here we are. Yep, I think that about covers it. Any questions?
What?
Oh, and the pen was actually me. This is my true form. Get it? Because I'm a penguin. But just...
It never gets old. It's fucking hilarious every single time. I look forward to it. I love it.
Master, you alright? You look a little pale.
I grab a nearby pillow and smack myself with it. After a few moments, I look back up and I can still see the small penguin in front of me, looking at me curiously. Oh god, I'm not dreaming.
Not really. So yeah, anyways, tell me about that hunk, huh? What was his name again? Marcy? Marco? Oh wait, Marcelo, right. He's so dreamy. You made a great choice in choosing a hottie like him, Master.
Choice? What do you mean, choice?
Yeah, don't you remember, silly? You wrote his name into the love spell, so now he's in love with you. And what a catch, huh? Oh, Philia's so jealous.
I feel my legs give out, forcing me to sit back down on the bed. I try to process all the information thrown at me as I dart my eyes across the room.
Does he make Master's knees feel like jelly?
Philia, right? So, let me get this straight. You're saying I cast some sort of spell on Marcelo, and now he's in love with me.
Yep, it's so strange you don't remember. After all, I'm sure you must remember reading the instructions on the love spell. It's not like you didn't know what you were getting yourself into.
I swallow hard as memories of the fated night at the bar suddenly begin to resurface. I open the notebook only to stare into blank pages. What am I reading? I don't get a word of this. Is it about sewing? I don't understand anything. But it said to write someone's name in. Maybe it's like a hacks book. Yeah, that's it. In that case, I'll write that jerk's name from earlier. I think I still have his stupid card he gave me. My blood runs cold as I look back up towards Philia. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me.
Ooh, what is it? Did you finally remember? See, I knew you would.
Philia, you're saying that I wrote Marcelo's name into that book and now...
Yep, he's in love with you. That's probably why he whisked you away to this beautiful manor and stuff. So romantic.
I immediately stand up and run out onto the balcony as I peer out at the ground below. Okay, so if my math is right, the jump from up here to those bushes down there shouldn't land me in a hospital.
Master? What are you doing?
I turn to Philia with a nervous expression. I inadvertently gulp. Philia, there's no easy way to say this, but I was completely drunk when I wrote in that magical notebook or whatever.
Huh?
Meaning, I also had no intention of writing Marcelo's name, and I also didn't read the instructions, so... Oh, but at least I finally know all this crazy stuff is happening to me lately. That's kind of a relief. I was beginning to think I was going insane. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna jump out of the window and escape now. It was nice meeting you. See ya! A sudden strong breeze picks up as I hold onto the balcony. I peek my head back over my shoulder to watch Philia as she throws a mozzarella stick at me. I dodge out of the way before I turn around. Hey! Watch where you're...
You insolent mortal!
I scream as Philia throws an incoming flurry of mozzarella sticks at me. She squawks angrily as she empties the whole bag onto the floor, but instead of falling, the mozzarella sticks glow a bright pink and float in the air before being aimed and propelled violently towards my direction.
Do you know what you could have done, you idiot? How could you not read the instructions on a spell that powerful before you cast it? You insolent, careless human! You'll pay for your irresponsibility! Tenfold!
Oh, wait!
Aim and fire! Death by cheese!
Yes, it's actually screaming time. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. But we're gonna end that part there. I love Philia so much. I really do. Anyway, yeah, so, this is so much fun. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.